Okay. What's up, everybody? Yay. I'm going to say yay a lot because this is my very first podcast with guests. I am so excited. I am so excited to have the guests that's joining me. They are so near and dear to my heart. Again, this is the Comedy and Counseling Star Podcast. I'm still working out that name, but it's gonna be something like that. And if you notice, everybody, I have on beautiful blue, not because it's my favorite color, because it's my school colors. Let's see if y'all can see me. Y'all can see. Don't look at the year. Don't look at the year. Cedar Grove High School. Yay! The Saints are marching in. That's right. Saints forever. That's where I met these two beautiful, beautiful women from Cedar Grove High School in Ellenwood, Georgia. Shout out to Ellenwood. What county is it?
DeKalb County.
Shout out to DeKalb County. Yes. So we are a product of DeKalb County Public Schools, and we turned out fine for the most part.
Just like Stacey Abrams.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So this episode is going to be titled Beyond Being Just Wonderful Women of Cedar Grove High School that we met. This episode is really shining a light on mothers that have lost their mothers and how do you celebrate Mother's Day like that? So the inspiration from this show is because my sister-in-law, well, soon to be sister-in-law, shout out to the wedding coming up whenever. My soon to be sister-in-law, mother, actually, and her father passed away 2020 because of COVID. And so it has been and is a very difficult time for her because this is her first everything. Everything is her first. Everything is her first. And so I oftentimes, even though I've lost, and I've talked about that in the show All About Me, I've lost a spouse and I've lost a parent. I was very close to I was a daddy's girl, very close to my father. So I've lost a parent. I've lost children through miscarriages. So I've had tremendous loss in my life. But every loss is different, in my opinion. When you all say that, you all have other losses. Every loss is different. So even though I've lost a parent, I still have my mom, but I have lost my father. So I know some of that grief, but again, I just felt like I want to do something for people like her. I know a lot of other people that have lost their mom within the last, I say 2 or 3 years is new. Can be whenever. So wanted to just have other people speak to them directly who can say, I am living it. Okay. And there is no right or wrong. So this is their opinion. So, you have yours, we have ours. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, amen. This is their opinion. So we're going to have an intimate, good, deep, maybe not cry, maybe cry. Dawn said no. Dawn said she's not crying. So let me go ahead and first introduce my guests. We're going to start with, I was going to say mascot. This is Dawn. Going on to Cedar Grove alumni. If Dawn don't tell you about it or know about it, don't follow up with it because she knows all alumni. They could be alumni that just graduated 2 weeks ago or 40 years ago. She knows.
They're going in the database. They're going in the database.
So we have Miss Dawn Moran. Give it up. Hey. Now, Dawn is a project coordinator for family services at CHOA here in Atlanta.
That's
She's
right.
Also at what?
Children's Hospital, yeah.
Yes. And she's also a wife of many, many years. Many years. How many years?
22.
22 years.
And Cedar Grove alumni.
Oh, that part. As well as me. Yeah. I married my prom date, so it is what it is. I could have did whatever that night, and still the Lord would save us. And so he done forgave me. I married him, Jesus. Dawn has 4 children. Do you have a bonus child as well?
I do. I have 4 plus 1. Mm-hmm.
4 plus 1, yes. So give it up for Dawn. And she's also a realtor, and I can't wait to hear all about that as well. Yes. And then my next guest, even though, of course, she would have her husband. Ain't never been nobody that in love in my life. Yeah. Okay. Dr. Mr. Shannon Thomas. Woo! Director, lead, head CEOs, everybody at Georgia Tech, of IT at Georgia Tech. She is also the CEO of Taking the Yard, which is her nonprofit organization. She sits on many boards, all kind of boards, on this board on the wall and all kind of school boards. So just boards, just everything. So she's going to talk more about that as well. But Shannon has also been married for many, many thousands of years. How many years you been married?
20.
And she's also a mother of 2 children, one who is a graduate for 2021.
Yes, get them out.
Bye.
Yes,
Get them out.
She getting them out. And so, so they're mothers, they're wives, they're bosses, all of that. And at the same time, they are women that have went through the unfortunate transition of losing their mother. And Mother's Day, as you all know, is tomorrow. So how do you celebrate? How do you get through it? What's the process? So how do they do it? It's what we're going to kind of touch on today. All right. So first, I'm going to start with both of y'all can just go whenever you want to. So how long has it been for you, Shannon, that your mom passed away?
My mom passed away in March of 2015.
March of 2015.
6 years.
6 years. Okay. And Don, for you?
My mom passed in October 2010. So it's been 10 years this past October.
Okay. And both of them, not that it matters, because sick or not sick, sudden or not sudden, they both hurt. I've been through both in my personal life as well. So, but both of them were sudden passing away, sudden deaths. So that's a whole nother process for grieving, because you didn't even see it coming.
Right.
The way it happened. So what are some things when you think about your mom that you were like, when I become a mother, because all of us do this. I know I was like, child, whenever I have kids, I never do my child like this. And then you start having kids and you like, child, I done turned into this lady.
Are you crazy?
Right. So what's something that you do that you like, I thought I wouldn't do this, but I'm just like her.
I'll say that when I was young, I would say I never keep my children in church all day, because we stayed in church all day. Every time we got an opportunity to be in the house of the Lord, we were probably there.
Right.
I got in a band because I was tired of going to church on Friday night. I wanted to go to the games.
Right. So I got.
Oh, you keep your kids in church now.
So I don't keep not to the degree that my mom did, no.
Oh, okay.
But definitely I have raised them, tried to raise them in church, and get them involved. But shoot, not like them.
Not like what you call her?
Them.
What was her name? Tell us her name.
Beverly. We called her Bem.
We called her Bem. Okay.
Well, for my mama,
mm-hmm.
She used to always, even when I got out of high school, where you going? What you doing? I used to say, God, leave. When I ain't gonna be, and we ain't have cell phones, so it was one of them things you had to tell your mama where she going. If you got to keep calling into the house, I was like, oh, when I had kids, once they get out the house, I ain't gonna be worried about, girl. They better to tell me where they at all times.
At all times. You got trackers.
And my kids, the 2 oldest is 21 and 20.
Mm-hmm.
And every time that phone ring, even when I'm asleep, because I go to bed early,
mm-hmm.
I'll peep up and I tell my husband, where she at? What she doing?
So both of you all, your children experienced your mom. So you got to see her as a mom and then as a grandmama.
Yes.
I saw a meme recently where it had the Bride of Chucky saying my mom when I was growing up, and then it had like Mary Poppins.
When your grandmama.
Yeah.
That Nana is something totally different than
How
mama.
How was she different?
I was like, who mama is that? Who wouldn't even buy me no kids? You had to go to the daggone Payless and get with the ones.
Pro wing.
Okay, my mom, they look just like the other one. Girl, let them children say, Nana, it's these shoes I want. But my mama said they cost me. What size is it? What kind is it?
Yeah.
Okay, and still, I be like, ooh, mama bought some Michael Jordans in this house.
Right, but you could get kids.
Heads.
Bye-bye.
Heads.
Right. I love
Who
it.
mama,
They
who
switch on
mama
you.
was that?
Yeah.
We stayed in Payless, baby.
Yeah.
Girl.
Woo.
I haven't went into my mom's home, and which is now my sister's home, probably 20 times, and that's good. If I say 20 now, I go over there. We stand outside and talk.
Mhm.
It's hard to go
Yeah.
through them doors. So
Yeah.
it is. It is. You do it at your own time. You do
Do
it
it
at your
own time.
own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the same for me. Actually, the other day, I think I was just coming down the street and I just thought about my mom and I just started crying. Just
Mhm.
like out of nowhere. Like,
Mhm.
you know, because you still you just think you have years of memories.
Girl,
And you
yeah.
think about things and sometimes it just triggers something. But
Mhm.
you're right, Don. I mean, I still have a difficult time going to my mom's house.
Yeah.
And, for me, partially because when we got the call about my mom, she was still in the house. So they were
Yeah.
working on her like in the house. So every
Mm.
time I go there, it's just
You think of
like,
that? You think
Yeah.
of that?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like you think of that. It's like a constant reminder, you know, that,
Mhm.
you know, wow.
Yeah.
And it's fine. It is fine, but everything. And I think for me, recently with COVID, I have a lot of friends who have experienced this. Not necessarily it's COVID related, but I have had a couple that's COVID related, lost their mom.
Yeah.
Two real close to me, and then somebody else who lost their mom just tragically recently, just been illness. And excuse me, it's hard for me to even say this is what it's gonna feel like, because it is what it is. You different, you different, you different. One thing I do stand by, and I always tell everybody, it's the one only advice I tell you: you only get one mama.
Yeah.
You only get one for a reason. You're gonna get all the step mamas, play mamas, aunties that's gonna act like your mama, but you only get one, because God ain't gonna let you do that but one time. But I do find, like, because Shannon too and me both, because we have been so long, I want people to know that it does get better. It ain't gonna stop. You ain't gonna stop crying. You heard what she just said. I still just talking about it, it'll make me cry.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
And you never lose that memory. Like I think about my mom every day. I don't think it's been a day that has gone by that I have not thought about her in some kind of way.
In some kind of way. Yeah.
But I will say something that was that for me that I experienced. Once my mom passed away, my auntie like really became like that second mom. Like she really stepped in, like my mom's sister. We were always really, really close, but like once my mom passed away, like she really did like become that second mom. And she passed away in July of last year. And it felt like I was grieving her and my mom.
Again. Yep. Because you
It does that.
I'm gonna say we just so similar, because my mom is one of 11 and it's only 3 girls. And same thing, one of my mama's sisters look identical to her, and she was the baby girl, and she passed this past January. And just it wasn't that my mama oldest sister is like my other mama too, just like that. She called you and fuss at you like she your mama and everything else. And it's good that your sisters the sisters will swoop in and help the kids and support them. But it do trigger those feelings. When my aunt passed, this other one passed again, it's almost like all people was telling us, like they was checking on us. And we was like, that's auntie, but she got daughters too. But it's because it triggered that for all of us.
It does trigger
so
it.
we just go, it's all of us just went through it all over here. And Mother's Day usually is hard. I will say it has gotten so much better. It has gotten so much better till I'm okay to be like, hey, yeah, it's Mother's Day, because I'm still a mom too. You know,
I was gonna ask you all that. Like, how do you celebrate you as a person? Don't everybody different. Like you have children that want to celebrate you, but you may be in the point where I just want to be in the bed. I don't want to go on social media. I don't want to see people. I don't want to see no gift card. I don't want to see cards. So how you navigate that when you are a mom that and your kids want to celebrate you, but you're not feeling it?
I don't ever think it's been a time that I haven't felt like celebrating it, even though my mom has transitioned. I still try to honor her. I still make sure that I go out, even if it's not on Mother's Day, sometime that weekend, go out and put flowers on her grave or whatever.
But I wasn't as good as Shannon. I couldn't do the celebration. I couldn't get on no Facebook. I couldn't go to the store. All the way, as soon as it's turned into May, you get that feeling in your stomach because Mother's Day was a big thing for us. We used to go over mama's house, and that was the time we all would just overdo it for her. Even the kids. I had kids, but they would celebrate my mama for Mother's Day. It's like it's Nana Day, I'm
Yeah.
the mama too.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of felt like that.
Yeah.
Because they saw us, how we
Yeah.
used to cater to my mama. That was her time to spoil her. It was just like, oh, that's grandmama thing. And it was big for us. So it was hard. The first couple of years, it was like, if I saw you post your picture of your mama, whatever, I ain't liking it. I'm let me get all.
Yeah.
I loved it. But what I was feeling like I was telling it, I wanted to tell everybody, y'all better love y'all mamas. I was like, y'all better hug y'all mamas because they could be here one day and gone the next. And it's like a empty feeling. And then I have a husband whose mom's still living. So she's here. And so me and my mom talks every single day of my life. So to stop there, it's like, okay, I had to get used to a new norm. So it is people out here that's going through that. And I wanted to tell them, I said, you just got to get used to it. What I found out is keep your same routine. Still talk to your mama, just like you would on the telephone. I transferred that from talking on the phone to just talking out loud. In the car. So it wouldn't scare the hell out of my kids. I would do it in the car. Or I do it in the shower. So my morning times or my times when I would walk or whatever, that would be my time to do it. It made me feel a little better because it's like, okay, it's okay.
So one thing, so what we got people is that whole she's in a better place. That's not for everybody to say.
Yeah.
And it's enough for that, or you got to pull up, you got to
move on.
We got to be careful with the word if you got to be strong. Because I think people think that when you're crying that you're not strong. That's not a sign of weakness.
It's just an emotion.
It's just another emotion. It's like laughing. I mean,
it is.
Go ahead.
I cry in movies, so y'all, it is what it is.
I cry when I laugh.
Right. I mean,
and everybody's grieving process is different. I mean, you can't and it also depends on what else is going on in your life. Because for me at that time when I lost my mom, I literally lost my mom and lost the job in the same breath.
Oh, girl, me.
So literally, I don't even think I just kind of went into a survival mode.
Yeah.
I don't even think I even grieved my mom like immediately.
Wow.
Because I had to start immediately trying to find another source of income, right?
Right.
And so it took me a while to even really grieve her, like all the way. You know what I'm saying?
Because life keeps going.
Because life it definitely keeps going.
It ain't supposed to. It ain't supposed to.
You're like, Lord, you gonna stop life, right?
It was hard, and so I said that to say I had some friends who going through that now, and I just said, be angry, because if that's what you feel, be that. Be angry, be sad, let those emotions kind of like, you're gonna have to feel them, because I hate for somebody to tell you not to feel. Like, get over that. Oh, when people used to say that, oh God,
that's another thing. Like, what's some of the things that people, I don't know what people be thinking. They're really thinking they're being helpful, but it's very, very, very mean, and it's just very, it angers me when
I'm
people
glad
say
you
things to me like, you should be over that, or you should move on. Even with me used to being a widow, somebody was upset, somebody in my family was upset that I participated in a show that talked about being a young widow. They're like, when you're married again, you're not a widow, babe.
That don't change your life.
I'm always gonna be a part of my life for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Okay. So some things that people say that have not been helpful. What can you tell the people that some things you don't need to say to folks?
Get them, Shannon. Get them, Shannon.
You see my face.
Yeah, but I mean, because I even had somebody tell me, okay, Dawn, get over it.
Yeah.
It's like you're gonna have to move on. It's like
you're gonna have to move on. Don't say
that. I think the worst one when we used to always we laugh about it now, but at the time, Oh, me and my sister wanted to kill everybody. We used to text, I ain't talking to so and so no more. You know what they said? They said
Right.
this. People
Right.
would say stuff like, your mama in a better place. Well,
Mm.
or she in a better place, or this is and that. And I be like, and I guess I used to be like, all these wretched people walking the earth, why they so good? Well, you know,
Come on now. Come
I
on
was
now.
mad
All right.
for a-
Pay
I was mad
attention,
for a long
Christian.
time.
She's talking to
Yes.
y'all.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, of all the folks, they taking the good ones, you know, and so that kind of thing where people would say stuff like, "Oh, that she in a better place. Your mama will not want you to be crying." I said, yes, she do. She wants me.
Yeah, she know me.
She know me. She know I'm a crybaby. She know I'm gonna be the one that's gonna fall all the way out or whatever.
Mhm.
So that kind of thing, you have to just know your relationship with your mama.
Yeah.
You gotta know your feelings. It's nothing me, my brother and sister are all different.
Yeah.
One may be, okay, you couldn't tell that one was upset or just like being strong for my
Yeah.
daddy. My sister was my daddy's strength. I couldn't be that because it was like,
Mhm.
I ain't the oldest. I don't want to play that role. I want to be sad. So
Yeah.
that was me. You
Yeah.
know, my brother, he's stone faced, and because he the baby, but he's the guy. He got to kind of like be strong for us. So I just like, well, hell, my role gonna be the crybaby because I'm
That's
crying.
Right. So what do you do to honor your mom's legacy? What's something that brings a smile to your face when you think about her?
For me, I try to just live the life that she would have wanted me to live.
Amen.
The things that she instilled in me, the things that she
Yeah.
preached in me, in her entire life.
Yeah.
I try to honor her, and by doing well in life.
Right.
Some of the physical or more tangible ways that I try to honor her
Mhm.
is that keeping the family together and doing
Mhm.
things with our family that she would have liked. For instance, my mom loved her family, like especially like her mom's side of the family. So a
Mhm.
few years ago, we took the leadership on having a family reunion here in Atlanta.
Mhm.
That was
And I,
good.
and I know that my mom would be. I mean, the only thing I could think of is I know she's smiling on us right now.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. She was very
So
proud.
yeah, so the same. I would say that's the same thing. My mom was real big on family. I don't care if your great niece somebody graduate. We all got to get in the car and go. We all had to be a part of stuff. So my mama was the photographer of the family. So she took pictures of everything. She documented. She would always tell us pictures will outlive a person. And I never would understand that. I never understand that. You know how now we got everything virtual on our
Yeah.
phones and stuff. So
Yeah.
we just recently started saying we got to print out these pictures. So we
Yeah.
started printing stuff out because that will live longer than
That's
even
right.
digital stuff, So we try to, me, my sister, my brother, we just try to keep that part of keeping our family together. We
Mhm.
celebrate together. We do things together. My mama made us every year. We had to come together and take that daggone Christmas picture. So all together, and she would send it out. I don't care who you was dating, they in the picture.
They in the picture.
Oh, bye.
They in the picture. So the very first year that she passed, Mama died in October.
Mhm.
We talking about not even 2 months later.
It's
It
Christmas.
was Christmas.
Yeah.
It took every else strengthen us
I
to
know.
take that picture. We set that tripod up just like my mama would, and take whole held that picture of my mama, and we took it. So
Yeah.
I think just her tradition,
Mhm.
keeping that stuff going, keeping that
Yeah.
family unit going. And then
Yes.
you doing that because how I feel about my mama, how you feel about your mama,
Mhm.
then it's gonna be, I want my kids to feel that way about me. So it's like I gotta be that. My mama was that strong support. So you want to be that strong support. So I had to turn into Nana. So now I got to be the house and everybody got to come over and everybody do that. You just got to do it.
Mhm.
And that way, to me, you honoring your mama by keeping
Honor.
that kind of tradition going. Just keep it going.
So you mentioned your dad earlier on about getting your dad was the support for him. So look at Shannon smiling. You have to. My friend was telling me that she, didn't know her mom separate from her dad. That's all she's known her whole life. So when her father passed away and her mom started dating, it was kind of like, whoa, I got to learn.
What you mean? Yeah.
Like, I don't know
Okay.
this. Yeah. So I think, I know behind closed doors, both y'all daddy, and it's common.
It
That
is,
men,
girls.
they kind of move on.
They do.
That casserole committee be strong.
The what now?
The casserole committee.
Casserole
The
committee.
casserole committee, they come bringing bearing.
Baby, they come bearing gifts.
No.
Hey,
Yeah.
let me help you
Look,
out.
my mama wasn't even buried yet.
Come on now.
Ladies, how many ladies you had to come that were bringing casserole plates or whatever to
Help
Mrs.
us.
Yeah.
Help us.
It is
Honey.
what it is.
It is
And
what it is.
our daddies both were young still with when
Yeah.
our parents, my mom and dad married, they were college sweethearts. They were married, so they was married 38 years when mama passed. My daddy was just 58. My mom was older. She was 58. So I look at it like, I always look at it like, y'all men are still, they young, even women are young. It's different. Like you gotta know, like, so I didn't ever see my daddy doing a dating thing.
Okay.
He kind of slipped it in one day. We was at church, like, hey, if you ever hear, I'm out having lunch, it's only with Miss, and he said her name, we call her Miss Z. We just go, which is funny because she was a widower too.
Okay.
Her husband had passed, and she knew both my parents. She knew both of them. And so I was like, ew, but okay.
So I'm gonna be honest, I ain't even finna sit here in front. Look, it was almost very soon after, that my dad got a friend. And so I started asking questions.
Yeah.
Like, Blair, this brother close.
This guy. Yeah.
This too close to comfort for me. Look, I need to know if anything was going on before my mama passed away.
That part.
That part right there, yeah.
We asked that too.
So, I mean, but you got to give them, their space, because they're grieving too. And, like Don said,
How long
my
your
mom
parents
passed away. I'm sorry.
How long were your parents married?
My mom passed away at 11 o'clock that evening, that night. Her wedding anniversary would have been the next day.
How
For
many?
46 years, I want to say. So they was married for about 45 years, I want to say. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's a long time.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
So when my daddy first friend started coming around,
first friend.
when his friends started coming around, I was like, this too early for me, Dad. I mean, look, I want you to be happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, but it grows on you, and you have to realize too that they need friends and they need comfort. And because Dave lost, you lost a mother, but he lost a wife.
Yeah.
A wife. Mm-hmm. And truth be told, like, and my daddy has always said that my daddy is so respectful. It ain't one of those things where he remarried and then we don't talk about my mama. They got a picture of my mama in their house.
So, it's an adjustment, definitely not seeing your parents together and having to see one of your parents with someone else.
Yeah.
But for me, as long as he's happy, his, and he's in a good place, then I know that's what my mom would want for him. I don't think my mom would want him to just be here, and
hey, wait to ask her though.
You know what, Don? He knew it before you did. Let's keep it real.
Look, and then what was so funny?
We
always joke. Now, if it was Daddy who had passed, my mama wouldn't. I don't think my mama would have dated nobody else. She'd have just been like, that was
normally,
and my mama would have been saved and sanctified. Look, she probably would have spent all her time.
Look, that's what I think. But we always joke because my mama would have been one of them type of people that I'm just gonna be into my grandkids. That type of thing.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but
but think about the intimate conversations you have with your husband. Like I have stuff that I've told Angie that I know nobody in the world know but him.
Yep.
So I don't know. I think they do that because they know. I know my wife know I need somebody to fix his plate.
Right.
Somebody got to fix his plate.
What I'm gonna eat?
And who's gonna bring me my plate?
Need to be taken care of. So especially as they get older.
Put this on record. It's on YouTube or whatever.
Okay.
Y'all, if something happened to me, if somebody married my husband that knew me, I need Staria
Uh-huh.
to blast them and just say, Dawn told me I could blast you and
Oh.
tag you. And she said that ain't right. You know that.
She said that ain't right.
I don't have no say in the matter. I think Anne's gonna I die on Friday, Anne's gonna be buried Tuesday. It's okay.
He gotta eat Staria.
Yeah, he got to eat. At this point, because I don't like to cook. Me and him both need a wife right now. Let me ask you this, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up because I said I wasn't gonna hold y'all. This has been so good.
Yes.
So Mother's Day, like like I said, is coming up. So is there anything that you do like different that you didn't do before that you used to do, or is like mama whatever?
And now that I'm more comfortable, I wasn't comfortable for years to even visit like the cemetery or to actually see that, because that's hard. And so I would tell anybody that's recently going through that, you don't have to stand over no grave. Your mama not there, so you can talk to your mom everywhere. If that part brings you kind of anxiety, it did for me. You don't have to do that. I think people think that's what you're supposed to do. Like, oh, I gotta go take my mama flowers. Or we went last year for my mom's birthday. We went to we climbed Stone Mountain because that was something she loved to do. We as siblings, we climbed Stone Mountain. We let off balloons. But now I am comfortable where, like the other day. So what I do for my mom for Mother's Day, if I'm not driving up to Virginia and personally putting flowers on it, since COVID, the family is older and I don't want to, bring anything to them till they get vaccinated. I ordered some flowers to my mom's sister who lives across the street from the church that my mom's buried at, and they're gonna go put it on there for me. They probably gonna be doing that this weekend. They'll be putting it on for me. So that's something I do. That's just like my tribute. I give my mom her flowers or whatever. But we talk about her. I got pictures of my mom everywhere around the house. My kids will always know who my mom was and how important that is to me. So I don't want to stop their celebration of Mother's Day. So but it takes time. I do cry still, but it won't be in front of them. So it's just like that's just something that I want somebody who's new to lose their mother to understand. Do it however, it's no wrong or right way. It's no wrong or right way to what you can do. If you feel like you need to cut that TV off, don't be watching all the Lifetime movies. Don't see it.
Yes, all the Lifetime.
Do it.
Yeah.
It ain't being me. You can cut it off, disappear. Because sometimes I go ghost. Like that social media stuff. It's a lot. Yeah. And I don't want my friends. I know my best friend one day said she almost stopped posting her mom stuff. She's real sensitive about that because she was thinking, I don't want Dawn to see this. But I joke with them all the time, be like, girl, y'all better love y'all mamas or be out with y'all with train places. I joke with them and let them know I'm okay. You can still celebrate your mama, because if my mama was still here, she'd be all up and over Facebook still. I still post stuff and stuff like that.
That's
just
do it how that people that's even your spouse and your loved ones. Yeah. If they do say something to you, sometimes it's not just them being mean, it's them that don't want to see you sad. It's especially me. Yeah. My brother is like, she want to be in the bed. I said, let her be in the bed. Yeah. Let her be in the bed. Whatever she want to do, let her do whatever she want to do. Yeah. But because he's a man and he's a protector, he like, I need to
what I'm supposed to do.
What
are you supposed to do? Yeah.
What about you, Shannon? Anything?
So, I celebrate my mother-in-law. I use that as an opportunity, to spend time with her because, they're getting older, and that's just the truth. And one of the things that I would say, to anybody who still have their mom, like honor her, like all this beef and stuff y'all got with y'all mama and this, that, and the other. Like when you lose them,
my Lord,
it's hard. So, I just take the time to honor the people that God still has in my life. And really put that effort into honoring my mother-in-law, honoring my sister, honoring, other people that are mothers, and putting that time and that effort into them. And then it keeps me in a safe place emotionally.
That's good.
Not feeling like, I have just
grateful.
That's good. Well, we get ready to play a game because I love games. That's one thing you're gonna learn on this comedy and counseling Starship podcast. I got 4,000 names for my podcast.
I love Starship though. I was like, ooh, I like
Yeah, I love it. But you know what? I want people to, when they Google podcasts, sometimes people put in topics on what they want. And so
Got
it's
it.
like, I had to put comedy counts or something like that because I love
Got
comedy and I love counseling.
You really-
Both of them helped me a lot. So that's why I think I'm changing it. But
Okay.
so one thing I'm doing, I'm always gonna do a game. So this is just fill in the blank. So it's no really right or wrong answer, but we're gonna act like it is. So I'm gonna ask you girls some questions. Okay. All right. So I got my worst whooping by my mom when fill in the blank.
When I cut my hair.
You cut, please don't say it was the bang done.
Not only was the bang, it was like the whole, and I was a preemie, so it took a long time for my hair to finally start coming in. And when it was a little ponytail, I just cut the whole thing off, and I thought I had years, sunshine.
And once she wore you out.
Out.
And what was the worst whipping?
I can't remember being whooped by my mama, honestly.
Well, that explains a lot.
Yes.
That explains a lot.
Now my dad would tear that tail up, but I just don't
Oh,
remember
okay.
being. She
you
wasn't a
speaking his-
disciplinarian.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
They was sweet.
And I don't think you're a disciplinary in your house either. Are you the disciplinary in your house?
According to Victoria, I was for her, but I'm not for Caleb. That's
That's
her.
Yeah.
what I agree with Victoria. I agree with Victoria. All right. Her favorite saying was or is. Did she have a favorite saying?
My mama did, and my kids, Diana D will tell you
What?
if anybody was coming to town or coming over the house or whatever,
Uh-huh.
you know you had to clean up right. Her favorite thing was, come on, y'all, let's get busy. So we used to act like my mama was our city hall. Every time she come from, we'd be like, get busy. Oh, that's her favorite thing to say. And my mama was the sweetest person. People say I'm so nice or whatever. My mama was a real sunshine. She was beautiful, always nice, but that lady would call you a black dog in a minute. That's her thing. Oh, black dog. And we used to
And that's like a cuss word. She said like it was
Right, right.
She cussed it, but she under her breath. We used to
Black
crack up at
dog.
her. Black dog.
I'm gonna start using that one. Shannon, did your mama have a popular saying that she loved?
Ooh, she had a few.
Yeah.
I'll say this. She used to say all the time, "You better stop crying before I give you something to cry about." Right, right.
Yeah. My mom's favorite is do tell.
Do tell.
I don't care what, if it's some good gossip, do tell.
Do
If
tell.
it's something sad, do tell. I said, what is it? And so one time a lady didn't understand and she said, do tell. And the lady said, who told me? I said, Mom, you can't say that in all arenas. They don't understand. Do
I
tell.
don't understand. Do tell.
And then can't nobody cook blank like my mama. Tell
Broccoli casserole, and everybody will tell you that's
Broccoli
the one
casserole.
thing I want my mama to bring it.
Tell me your mama name again.
Kathleen, and they call
Kathleen.
it
Can't nobody
they
cook
call it-
broccoli casserole like Kathleen.
look like cat. That's what they call a cat.
Cat, okay. Yeah. What about you, Shannon?
I have two things. Can't
Okay.
nobody cook fried chicken like my mama, and can't
Mm.
nobody cook dressing like my mama.
Ooh.
Who you
Mm.
telling?
Right,
Yes.
right.
To this day. And y'all ain't got it either. Do you know how to cook broccoli casserole? Done.
No.
And
My
you know how to
sister-
cook it dressing like,
Not like them.
not like Bell. Dang.
Mm.
All right.
That went with them. They took that with them.
Yeah.
And what else? She
Well,
left her
listen,
alone.
ladies, thank you so much. I think this was an
Thank you.
absolute beautiful episode. I know that, you know, it's a difficult topic, so I appreciate you all being vulnerable enough to talk to me about it. And
Mhm.
again, at the end of the day, with my podcast, I want to always make people laugh if we can. And I want people to get something from it. So my hashtag, one of my hashtags is, oh my God, I needed that.
Mhm.
So now that we've been spending, I lied and said 30 minutes. I knew it was gonna be an hour. Y'all so busy. Is there anything that you feel like, oh my God, I needed that from this show?
You know, I just needed to be able to laugh about my mom in a new light, you know, and
Yeah.
to know that other people are going through the same thing that you go through, the same
Yeah.
cycles of emotion.
Yeah,
And I think for me, I needed that.
yeah, yeah. To know you're not alone.
Yeah.
Yep.
The same. I think what I needed more is just to say it out loud.
Yeah.
Like it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
We gonna cry. You
Mhm.
gonna still cry. I think I want people to understand that it's okay. It's okay. And if anything you can take away from this is just to know you will one day be at a point like these three ladies, Star included, that you can smile about things that have traumatized you or that have really broke you down. And it may not seem like it's a good days ahead, but it gets better. It gets better. And as long as you can always have these memories, you'll be fine.
That's right.
You'll be fine.
Like she said, a picture lasts longer than a person.
Mm.
So, and so does memories. So does memories.
That's the first person I see when I wake up is my mama, because her pictures get right by the bed. It's like,
yeah. So I hope you all, I know you all, there's no hope in it. I know everybody watching, and it's not just for, my sister in love, but all the other people that I know that are recently in it, and the men that are recently in it, or may have such huge anxiety with Mother's Day. It's going to be okay. And just do whatever works for you, and people around you, or people that are watching and you haven't, and you don't know how to respond or act, because all you do is feel sorry for them. Like, I just want to hug y'all. Just whatever they want to do. How can I support you? That's one thing I want people to start saying, instead of giving your opinion or your advice. Or even if you have lost your mom and you like, well, I didn't do that. Okay, that's you. So my thing is to say, how can I support you?
And love on your mamas. Love
on your mamas while they're here.
No matter if they do stalk you and you 45 years old and on urgent care.
And if you lucky enough to have your grandmama like Star, I know it's so many y'all. That's a blessing.
And stay away from that Boys to Men song on Mother's Day.
Please,
I'm gonna be crying.
Stay away from the Boys to Men song. They gonna wear
that
out.
mama song. Oh my God, it gets you every time.
They wear it out.
That's like scratching the chalkboard.
Turn it off, Jesus.
But thank you, Star, for having us.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much. I think this is absolutely great. I am going to be mailing you ladies a beautiful, beautiful gift. So stay tuned for that this week. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank
you all are amazing mothers. One thing I definitely want to say to on behalf of your kids, y'all, they are so blessed to have you. They are so blessed to have y'all. Y'all are absolutely awesome. And I love you so, so much.
And happy Mother's Day to you too, with all them doggone God children. You got
God children.
You are a mama too.
That nurture. I thank God I said I'm not a mama like y'all, and ain't had to have no child standing out the bathroom while I got to pee. I ain't had that. So I respect y'all for that.
You a mama.
But that nurture that I have, I'm so grateful that I get to put it in my niece and nephews and myself.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Before we go, tell us the name of your business and what you got going on and coming up, and how people can support you.
Support me. Follow my IG. It's Sunshine Sales ATL. Okay. And you'll see it. You'll pop up if you just Google and put it in. It's a couple of them popping up, but I'm the original.
But I'll tag her it'll be in the post.
ATL. Follow me for all your real estate needs and anything else you need. And if you're in Cedar Grove, make sure you connect with me. You should be following me so I can put you in all the Cedar Grove groups, because hopefully we'll get back to normal and we'll be able to do things as an alumni again. Yeah. We're pushing for 2022. So that's the goal.
That'll be good.
All right, Shannon.
Sunshine Sale. Go ahead.
You can connect with me at www.shannonjthomas.com. That is my website. It'll lead to all of my other social medias and all of my other companies. So that's the best way to get me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And if you need the books somebody to speak at your school, your church, anything on college ministry, at your college and universities, please contact this lady. She has mastered it. Taking everybody's yard. So if your yard has not been taken, she's gonna teach you how to take it.
It's about to be.
Yeah, I love it. I can't wait. So, all right.
Thank you, ladies.
All right.
Love you guys.